How do we respond to the darkest of times? Winter solstice, the shortest day, the longest night, days when there often never seems to be enough light. Well, artists have responded to the winter solstice in many different ways over the centuries, and it's a subject ripe for creative exploration. Join me as I reflect on the season, explore how artists from Caspar David Friedrich to Clara Peeters, Louise Moillon can help us connect to nature at its darkest point. And I'll paint something seasonal to mark the occasion too. How lucky is this? Come out to film, it's raining a little bit, the winter sun is out, and right behind me, a rainbow. What could be better? The winter solstice is the moment when one of Earth's poles tilts furthest away from the sun. This happens twice each year, once for each hemisphere. Because I'm in the UK, in the northern hemisphere, the winter solstice falls in December for me. When it happens, we experience the shortest day and the longest night of the entire year. The sun also sits lower in the sky than at any other time. The solstice has been marked in Britain for thousands of years. At Stonehenge in Wiltshire, the stones are aligned with the setting sun on the winter solstice. People still gather there every December to watch the sun dip behind the heelstone. Celebrations like this symbolise the reassurance that the sun would return and the worst of the dark days would soon be over. I'm going to show you a few examples of how other artists have dealt with the theme of midwinter in their paintings. The painter most famous for showing the awe-inspiring power of nature and its sublime beauty is probably Caspar David Friedrich. Born in 1774, his work exemplifies German Romanticism, a move against the dominant classical style to create something more personal, an emotional response to nature. In 1811, he painted Winter Landscape. It's not huge and imposing like many Romantic paintings, but it has a cool sense of mystery. A man has laid aside his crutches and is resting against a large rock in a snowy landscape. He faces a glowing crucifix. In the misty distance, the outline of a Gothic church or cathedral rises, its spires echoing the shapes of the trees. But in my eyes, the real hero of this painting is nature itself, and its awe-inspiring power of possibility and renewal. The evergreen trees retain their leaves despite the snow, and look at these details in the foreground. Tiny blades of grass poke through the snow, showing life under the surface, ready and waiting for next spring. The painting might look dark, misty, mysterious and cold, but the main idea is one of renewal and hope. Barbara Hepworth took a completely different path when she designed this screen print entitled Winter Solstice. Hepworth was a leading figure in a group of artists based in St Ives in Cornwall. She's best known for her beautiful sculptural work. Her work explored natural forms, geometric precision, and spatial relationships. But for me, the most striking thing in this image is those cool winter colours. I live in Suffolk in East Anglia, and I absolutely recognise those cool blues and pinks that you get with the clear winter skies. Whilst those other examples are beautiful and striking in their own way, I wanted to find some inspiration from art history that resonates with the ideas of darkness that we find in winter and how the light breaks through. My first thought was of Caravaggio, the Italian artist famous for his extreme use of light and shadow to create a sense of drama and theatre, as you can see in his painting The Calling of St Matthew, painted around 1599 to 1600. Just like on the winter solstice, darkness is dominant, but a little light breaks through. With this concept more firmly in mind, it led me to think about the Dutch still life painter Clara Peeters. This painting isn't specific to winter as such, but I like the way that the darkness is dominant in the image, with the lighter elements breaking through that darkness to create a sense of drama. Looking at Clara Peeters' paintings led me to discover a painter who's new to me, Louise Moillon. She was a French still life painter of the late 17th century and became known as one of the greatest still life painters of her time. Her work was collected by Charles I of England, as well as French nobility. She was clearly influenced by the still life painters of the Dutch Golden Age. When we use exaggerated light and dark in paintings, it's known as chiaroscuro, literally meaning light-dark. But in Bowl of Lemons and Oranges with Pomegranates, painted around 1630, Moillon has taken this a step further. When the darkness reaches even greater levels like this, it's known in art history as tenebrism. And this is the principle that I'm going to use in my winter solstice-inspired painting today. I'm still up in the loft and I found a few things from the Christmas decoration box that I think will work well. I have found some very old but very shiny baubles, which I think the reflections will be really interesting. I've got some green and some red, so hopefully I can do something with those. And I don't know if I'll use this. It's really old, I don't know, beady, golden beady stuff, but it sort of reminds me of jewellery that you might find in an old vanitas, like a sort of pearl necklace or something. So I'm thinking I can perhaps arrange that in a certain way in the still life. We'll see. I'll get to setting up a few options and share what I do with you. I've been thinking a lot this month about how the darkest time can also show us the light, how it seems that in order to appreciate the light, we really need to experience the darkness. I often feel quite low during these darker months and can find it hard to be motivated to do things. Looking at other artists is helpful, not only to show us that others can also share this view, but also it's the fact that the act of creating can help us to move forward. Even if it's a small act, a sketch, a diary entry, taking a photo, or making something, I guess I want to ask you, what will your one small creative act be today? And I hope you'll join me next month when I'll be exploring the highs and lows of January, the month that brings both new resolutions and beginnings, and also Blue Monday. In the meantime, I hope you're cozy on this winter solstice, and if you celebrate it, I wish you a very happy Christmas.